Hello YouTube, Nodvic here, and a special hello to Generic B, who gave me a shout out in his last video, the t-flipflop, as he called it, about my little monostable circuit that I use in most of my builds, and I had used in the little secret door upgrade that I had shown you guys recently. Anyway, he was making controls for his watermelon farm, and about a quarter of the way in, he was working on the main body of it, and anyone who's watched my videos knows that I like to save resources, because every build I do, every build I do, I have done or plan to do on a server legitimately in survival mode. Every one you've seen on YouTube, I have done. I have videos of ones that I haven't used yet. I have melons growing away. Ooh, that's not good. Let's just do that. There we go. That'll stop it. Anyway. Sorry, completely got sidetracked. Obvious ADHD there. Anyway, yeah, so every build you've seen me do, I have done or plan to do on a legitimate server in survival mode. I prefer vanilla servers, but right now I'm kind of stuck with semi-vanilla servers. We'll see what happens. So yeah, here's how mine works. It's the same idea. When it's in auto, the light's on. When it's in manual, the light's off. Manual, power gets through. Auto, power does not get through. And auto, this light is on. And it may look less compact until you get to, actually I can just do it right here. Until you get to right here. This is now your up currents for each one. And it saves you that much more space. Oops. There we go. And I will rebuild it right quick to show you guys exactly how it works and where the resources are saved. And the reason I'm making this video, even though his melon farm controls are already complete, is because he plans on making a pumpkin farm eventually, I'm sure, because you're playing Minecraft, you're going to make every farm. That's just how it works. So here's how I built this. And I'll show you exactly where the resources got saved. Oops. So there is the basic part, which is the same as his, the control itself. Right here, I save a repeater by using a torch, and at the same time, I speed up the t-flip-flop dramatically, and I will show you the difference right now. So here's a really old basic t-flip-flop. It's been around since Piston mod in 1.6-ish. Here's how he has it set up. As the button turns off, that moves. And here's how I set up. Moves as soon as the button is pressed. So it saves some time, some processing. So let's get that part built. That's going to shoot out instantly because of that torch, but that's okay. That torch goes off at the same time everything else does, so that will not interfere. Bam. Right here I'm going to save a torch by only using one, and I'll show you how that works in a second. Right here I save a repeater by just using dust. Now, when you're building this part right here, you can come out here and be fine, just fine in fact. In fact, you can even do this and not have to worry about it. Well, not that because of what I'm doing later. But you can do that and be fine. But if the server is lagging when you're pressing the t-flip-flop, this being so close to the piston may cause an issue. So I like to come out with at least one block of room behind where it lifts up, just in case. And I put another hole here, and there's your manual line, sticky piston block. So that block, when pushed out, will cut the manual line, and the manual line will not work. Again, I like to come out a little bit to prevent any update issues for the piston. And that is your auto line. Now, to power that, because I have a torch there, I cannot simply put that there. Not to mention that could cause update issues with that. But you do have to use a repeater here, but even in this section you're still saving one repeater by doing it this way. So there you have it, the entire, ooh, not quite. There you have it. The entirety of this contraption is complete. I switch it. It is now in auto. It is now in manual. And there you have it. And then, of course, your trail up to wherever your melon farm is. Da 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 da. So yeah, generic B, before you go making a pumpkin farm the same way, consider this. You may save yourself some resources.